First of all, I'd like to apologize. I was in my garden this week and got bit by a snake, and it wasn't venomous, but it did leave me with a lot of swelling around the throat area and this area right in here. So I'd like to apologize for that. I didn't know what karma was. I was asking around. They said, "What goes around comes around." I started thinking, I have one of those. When I was in college, I went to college to be a football player and a coach and a physical education teacher. I met a beautiful lady and married her, and she was an elementary teacher. Well, now back when I first started coaching, everybody had to coach 3 sports, so I coached football, basketball, and boys and girls track, and taught at the high school. Well, during the next 10 years, we had 2 children, 4 years apart, and being a coach all the time, my wife pretty much raised these children by herself. And she had an elementary job, which everybody here knows is extremely tough, but I didn't really think it was that tough. Okay? So I was just coming home every day and telling her all the problems I've had all during the day. Just constantly complaining about things, Finally, she says, she had enough, and she said, you just couldn't live in my world for a week. I'm thinking, what? All them kids, I can handle that. Well, anyway, I decided after 10 years to take a year off. I was burnt out. So I asked them if I could be moved to the elementary for a year of teaching. Kids love me. I'm a big old guy. I got all kinds of stories, Well, I was going down my first day, and my wife greeted me before I left with a big hug and a smooch way better than usual. And she said, "Good luck." I didn't really know what that meant, but I got there. Now, we didn't have a gymnasium. We have just a blacktop. So I was kind of prepared. I feel like Freddie Pacheco, the fight doctor, I had these ice packs in my back pocket, had Band-Aids in both front pockets, Q-tips on my ear, and just for a plan B, I had a tourniquet tied around my little thing right here. Well, this little gal come walking these kids out, 20 kids, and she was walking them to me. And I started thinking, watching them come that beautiful first day of school, the clothes they have on. Well, as they got closer to me, they wasn't getting any bigger at all, okay? They were all 4 to 5 years old, 20 of them. I'm thinking, a couple things. First of all, I've never been around 2 4- and 5-year-olds by myself. And also, they've probably never been away from home. They've probably never seen a man my size. All these things started to give me a little fear. All of a sudden, the little teacher just dropped them off and walked away. When she walked away, boom, them kids busted out all over this campus. I'm thinking, oh my God. Well, I'm trying to chase them down. They're heading straight for the road. I saved 2 or 3 of them. I'm thinking, I've been here for 5 minutes. I've almost had 2 kids die on my watch. Well, I'm sitting here, and I'm looking in front of them, breathing kind of hard, and I see a little girl in a beautiful dress. I can see it just like it was yesterday. Black and white polka dotted dress, and she squatted down. I'm thinking, first of all, she must be an athlete. She must be a softball player. She's a catcher. Well, the more she's looking at me, the redder her face is getting. So I'm going, well, I've got 2 kids at home. I know what this chick's doing. So I pick her up. Well, it's kind of like those Lucky Charms. I was hoping to look down there and see a surprise, Well, there wasn't one down there. So I started thinking, I bet the thing's still attached. So when I looked, well, there it was. And it was a great big one. I couldn't believe it didn't fall off. All these people were going behind me, and I know they're thinking, what's this big 300-pound man doing with this little girl, Well, I'm sitting there holding it, and I go, all right, baby, look at me. Pinch it off, baby. Pinch it off. Well, she starts screaming, Well, anyway, I had to get this thing out of there, so I kind of just hit her cheeks together. Boom! And they went, pow! Well, she took off running. I'm thinking, don't fall. Well, I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm thinking, I better cover this thing up, Because my luck, when them kids come walking down here and slip, fall down and get hurt. Well, the more I think, I'm going, man, that's pretty embarrassing right there, Hope nobody saw me. All the windows have people in. I'm looking at the first window. Nobody's looking. Second window. Nobody's looking. Third window. Everybody's looking. I mean, the kids are just giving it this, The teacher's sitting there like this, right in the window. I know what she's saying. I'm the only male teacher down there. She said, I knew you couldn't handle it. And I have a little boy right in front of her. His pants are down to his feet, and he's peeing all over the window right in front of her. Thinking, oh my God. So I get them together. I said, come here. Gather around, all right. No pee-pee, no poo-poo, no onesie, no twosie. Then I started thinking, not every gift a little kid gives you is a good one. Well, I go home, see Mom, and I'm wore out. That wasn't the only thing that happened that day. So I see Mom, and I tell her my story, and she looked at me and real calm and said, welcome to my world. I said, thank you very much.